Alive. Is Michael Jackson really dead? This video is not about any death hoax clues, even though some people may think there were some in the Oprah Winfrey final shows. But this video is about something much, much more important. Elbow Grease Productions, in association with MichaelJacksonInsider.com, presents Hi, this is Pearl Jr. for MichaelJacksonInsider.com. Today's date is May 25th, 2011, and I have just finished watching the final episodes of the Oprah Winfrey Show. There was something that kept crossing my mind as I watched her last 3 shows, and I saw nothing that gave any type of gratitude to Mr. Michael Joe Jackson. Now, we all know that in 1993, Oprah was granted the privilege of interviewing Michael Jackson. This interview that Oprah gave with Michael Jackson was the #1 most watched interview in world television history. It's also her #2 and her #3 highest rated Oprah shows out of 4,561 shows. Now, you would think someone who had that major of an impact on the Oprah Winfrey success, the Oprah Winfrey brand, would have some presence in her finale, in her final shows, but we saw nothing. Earlier, less than a year ago, we saw a lot of Jackson family members on the Oprah Winfrey Show. The controversy with Oprah is that a lot of fans believe that she thought Michael Jackson was guilty of child molestation. And she pretty much said so in her shows and in her actions. I have a right to say this because I'm one of the few people that sat in that courtroom and listened to testimony in the 2005 trial. Oprah, Michael is no child molester, and you should have given him an apology on your last show. In 1993, when your show was in the 7th year, don't you think that possibly the direction of your life would have changed? That show went all over the world. That interview was seen by 100 million people, Oprah. So many talk show hosts went down to oblivion way before you. We have Rolanda, who ended in 1998, Geraldo in 1998, Sally Jessy Raphael in 2002, Jenny Jones in 2003, Ricky Lake in 2004, and Donahue, Phil Donahue, who really was the predecessor to your success in 1996. Without that worldwide stage that Michael Jackson granted to you, your whole 18 years could have been much, much different. Oprah, do you think that you know more than the FBI who investigated Michael for 13 years? Oprah, do you think you know more than the Department of Family and Children's Services who investigated him for more than 10 years? Oprah, do you think you know more than the investigators in a 4.5-month trial that accused Michael of 14 counts of illegal activities dealing with children, and they found him not guilty on every single count? You still think you know more? Now, I am someone who has sympathy and empathy for anyone who is abused. I am a mother. And when I walked into that courtroom and I listened to the testimony, I had to put my own pain and my own personal opinions aside so that I could hear the truth, Oprah. There's no way that I would have supported someone as a mom that I thought was guilty of child molestation. Let me tell you, even the daughter on the stand said, I didn't know that I was molested until my mother told me. She was telling us right then and there that her mother had put them up to those allegations. In 1993, Oprah, you heard it from Catherine. The boy has said Michael never touched him. It was an extortion scheme for money. And the other one was just a copycat. It was like hitting his Achilles heel, his weakness, to try to get him to pay up. Oprah, I'm asking you. I listened to your shows. I've honored you. I'm so impressed with you. You are the #1 richest black woman in the entire world. You have to know that the seas parted for you. You had to know that you were in the right place doing the right thing at the right exact time for everything to work. Everybody does not have a great, wonderful life to where everything works out for them, Oprah. And I'm asking you to put your own childhood pains and your personal opinions aside and say, just because I was molested as a child does not mean everyone accused of molestation is automatically guilty. Just like what happened to your school, how a woman was accused of molesting your girl students, which is a horrible accusation, and this woman was found not guilty, and you still said that you felt bad that the outcome said that this woman wasn't guilty. And I thought that this last show would give an apology to Michael Jackson. I had hope when I saw Tyler Perry on, and you congratulated the men for having the courage to stand up and say that they were molested. Now, Oprah, you have to have the courage to stand up and say, I was wrong. You have the eyes and ears of mothers, of children, of the world. You don't know more than the people that investigated the alleged crime, and every time it turned up to be nothing. Michael Jackson loved children and would never, he said he slit his wrists before he hurt a child. Oprah, when I saw that you gave scholarships to over 400 men at Morehouse College, it brought tears to my eyes. Because one thing the black community is lacking, and it's detrimentally harmful to the black race, is the lack of enough black men, black husbands, and black fathers in the black race family. And I was so proud of you. But there is one black man that you owe an apology to, Oprah. And I was hoping that you would give it in the final show, and you did not. This is Pearl Jr. for MichaelJacksonInsider.com. See you next time. Now, I know many of you Michael Jackson believers are disappointed that Michael did not show up at the finale of Oprah Winfrey. I was hoping that it was possible, but I'm holding out for July 2011, which I've been telling you why, because of this note that Michael left us that happened to be copywritten on my birthday. Even though I had hoped that Michael would make an early return, I kind of figured he probably would not, but I hoped that Oprah would apologize to Michael on camera. Pseudocide. Did Michael Jackson fake his death to save his life? Millions believed Elvis did it, but did Michael Jackson really do it? Fake his death. Alive. Is Michael Jackson really dead? Investigative journalist Pearl Jr. uncovered the facts in the 2005 trial. Now she's uncovered the most shocking true story of our lifetime. Alive. Is Michael Jackson really dead? This promises to blow your mind.